Growth is a simple word that becomes meaningful only because of another word. Inclusive. Efficient public transport is growth. But efficient public transport running on smooth roads connecting the remotest villages, this is inclusive growth. Spectacular skyscrapers is growth. But spectacular skyscrapers that coexist with houses for the economically weak, this is inclusive growth. Good agricultural produce is growth. However, good agricultural produce with a transparent public distribution system and fair prices, this is inclusive growth. A school in every village is growth. However, a school in every village where every child attends the school every day, this is inclusive growth. And when such inclusive growth is people-oriented, it is called development. It is this model that Gujarat has always pursued. A model of inclusive growth that empowers one and all, that stems from 360-degree development. Gujarat, a 360-degree development story. Gujarat's 360-degree development model is all-pervasive and omnipresent. Whether it is about economic health or infrastructure creation, citizen-centric approach or proactive thinking, concern for planet Earth or unwavering focus on enhancing the HDI. And at the core of this model is one crystal clear vision, empowering one and all through enhanced HDI. Economic health. In the 10th five-year plan, the state's achievements have consistently exceeded the outlays. And the 11th five-year plan entails a significant increase in year-wise allocations. The state's 11th plan outlay needs to be increased to 1,21,111 crore rupees. Over the years, Gujarat's GSDP has risen steadily. And the per capita income too has grown consistently. The focus of the annual development plan for 2010-2011 is continued emphasis on human development and social sectors, a big thrust on infrastructure and improving citizen-centric services and e-governance. For the annual development plan 2010-2011, the social services sector, with an outlay of 43.7%, has a lion's share in allocation. The fact that social services, agriculture and rural development, the three sectors together, add up to over 54% of the outlay reflects Gujarat's unflinching commitment to HDI enhancement. Infrastructure creation. Gujarat has adopted an integrated approach for efficient and sustainable water resources development and management, which is inclusive in scope and includes water conservation, micro-irrigation system, strengthening of existing canal system, participatory irrigation management, salinity ingress prevention works, river and canal interlinking, as well as inter-basin transfer of water. As of March 10th, over 1,27,000 check dams and 2,40,000 farm ponds have been constructed. A new initiative has been taken to make terrace talavadis on degraded reserve forest areas where replantation is needed. The statewide drinking water grid now covers more than 10,200 villages, 4,800 habitations and 123 towns, catering to the drinking water supply needs of over 3.5 crore people. Till date, over 1,900 kilometers of bulk pipeline and more than 1,06,000 kilometers of distribution lines have been laid, and over 15,800 Pani Samitis have been formed for community-managed water supply at village level. And the vision is to ensure 100 litres of drinking water per capita in 100 cities. Swarnim Gujarat's Saurashtra Kutch water grid to supply drinking water to the parched areas of Saurashtra and Kutch at a projected cost of 4,200 crore rupees. Allocation for the Narmada project has been increased to 3,625 crore rupees. With 98.3% Pakka roads covering over 18,000 villages, Gujarat offers one of the best rural road connectivity in the country. However, the government has not been complacent and has charted out plans for providing Vikas Paths to all Taluka headquarters which have no Nagarpalikas, and for strengthening and widening of roads connecting district headquarters. Gujarat Industrial Corridor Corporation has been incorporated to catalyze holistic economic development by developing various nodes along the Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor and provide port connectivity to the dedicated freight corridor. Early bird projects of Central Spine Road, International Airport, Metro Rail and industrial parks have been identified. The government is aware that infrastructure is the key enabler for inclusive growth. It has hence planned for upgradation of all D-type Nagarpalikas to C-class, modernization of 21 bus stations on a public-private partnership model, computerization and modernization of checkposts, upgrading 3 APMCs to create a value chain to complement the rise in agriculture and horticultural production, and specialized industrial security forces for the key establishments and mega projects of the state. In the area of housing for urban poor, 93 ULBs have initiated 110 projects to create over 19,91,000 dwelling units. Gujarat has also embarked upon yet another pioneering initiative, the Swarnim Jayanti Mukhyamantri Shahri Vikas Yojana, which will facilitate creation of world-class cities, cities that are guided by best practices in good governance, transparency and accountability. This inclusive initiative also aims to empower slum dwellers through provision of excellent healthcare infrastructure and a more hygienic environment. Citizen-centric approach. Gujarat has always been a land where people power has been nurtured and valued. A citizen-centric portal is already in place where the citizens can get all the vital information about the schemes and plans and also about their rights and responsibilities. Establishment of 810 new courts, including 700 temporary courts to clear backlog of all cases and create conditions to dispose of the case in the same year it is filed. And with innovations like Nari Adalats and evening courts, the government has ensured that justice to the poor is neither delayed nor denied. To ensure safety of its citizens, in times when acts of terrorism are on the rise, the government of Gujarat has made provisions for setting up of quick response teams and bomb disposal squads in all police commissionerates and all coastal and border districts. It has also planned for establishment of 12 new Mahila police stations. Other citizen-centric interventions include E-Dhara and E-Gram initiatives to facilitate connectivity and convenience for the masses living in far-flung villages. 108 emergency response services for tackling all kinds of accidental and maternal emergencies. And distribution of atta fortified with soya flour and micronutrients at subsidized rates for benefiting Antyodaya and BPL ration card holders as well as children under MDM and ICDS. Proactive thinking. Gujarat has always been recognized for its out-of-the-box thinking, immaculate planning and target-driven implementation. Gujarat is the first state to develop and implement a first-of-its-kind child tracking system for effective monitoring of maternal and child health care activities along with child development services and education. Gujarat is the first state to provide high-quality tertiary care to school children, under which children with cancer, kidney, heart ailments and other acute problems have been given the best possible treatment. To reduce the MMR and IMR, The state's strategy is to increase the scope and reach of its innovative programs such as the Mamta Abhiyan, Matru Vandana, Chiranjeevi Yojana and Beti Bachao Abhiyan, while ensuring at least 48 hours of stay in the institution after delivery and early initiation of breastfeeding. One of its recent innovations include the Bal Sakha Yojana, which is aimed at providing the high level of health care to pregnant mothers and infants below 1 month of age through private consultation, the cost of which is entirely borne by the government. Special provisions have been made for upgradation and national accreditation of several government hospitals, establishment of new health centers, and increasing the enrollment capacity by 600 new seats in medical education. The Kanya Kelavni Yojana and Shala Praveshotsav initiatives, unique to Gujarat, have already yielded excellent results by way of achieving almost 100% enrollment in primary schools and dropout rate declining to less than 3%. Gunotsav, a one-of-its-kind initiative, has been conceived to evaluate the quality of education by a way of field visits by over 3,000 high-ranking officials, including officers of the Education Department, IAS officers, ministers, and even the Chief Minister himself. In the last 5 years, the number of seats in higher education has more than doubled, and this trend is being given a significant push. A skill development mission is already established. And yet another initiative, Mission Mangalam, has been recently announced. The Chief Minister's Fellowship Program, announced on Independence Day last year to provide an opportunity to highly educated young people, motivated by the ideals of service, to work in the government, has attracted more than 1,600 responses. 20 fellows are being appointed in areas like planning, science and technology, communications, agriculture, health and education. The government has pledged to provide urban-like facilities in all villages to bridge the rural-urban divide and to achieve balanced socio-economic development. These urban initiatives include provision of drinking water, roads, streetlights, efficient drainage, sewerage infrastructure, as well as excellent educational and healthcare facilities. To ensure sustained livelihood, a unique initiative, the Swarnim Gujarat Gramiya Kaushalya Vardhan Kendra Yojana, has been launched for empowering rural youth with employable skills. The proactive thinking has resulted in several innovative ideas such as soil health cards for all farmers, Kisan credit cards, Vanche Gujarat to inculcate a habit of reading in the young generation, Samaydan, where citizens are appealed to devote 100 hours of voluntary service in the areas of education, sanitation, health and environment. And last but not the least, for instilling a sense of worth and belonging in the poor, the government of Gujarat has embarked upon an innovative and ongoing initiative called Garib Kalyan Mela. With multi-dimensional objectives, speedy disposal of cases under individual-oriented programs and schemes, spread awareness about the various government programs and schemes, ensure transparency in all transactions, eliminate middlemen by establishing a direct dialogue between the government and beneficiaries. And in a short span of just under 2 months, the government of Gujarat has planned and organized over 50 Garib Kalyan Melas, which have transformed the lives of over 21 lakh beneficiaries who are given financial assistance worth 2,705 crore rupees. Concern for planet Earth. At a time while the global community is debating on issues of climate change and global warming, Gujarat has already taken concrete measures and is the first province in Asia and fourth in the world to establish a department focused on climate change. Endowed with several natural advantages, Gujarat has already taken its first major step by charting out a comprehensive solar power policy that envisages generation of over 1,000 megawatts of power through several wind and solar energy projects. Gujarat is also one of the pioneers in adopting and encouraging use of CNG. It has already established over 110 CNG stations and laid the foundation for over 5 lakh PNG connections to households and industries. Unwavering focus on enhancing the HDI. Every single initiative of the government of Gujarat stems from its concern and unwavering focus on enhancing the HDI. Gujarat is the third most urbanized state in the country, and the government has taken concrete steps to improve the health status of the urban poor. The MMR and IMR have been declining steadily, and the government has stepped up its initiatives and sharpened its focus to achieve the set targets. Gujarat is the only state that has launched a wide spectrum of taluka-centric flagship programs such as Sagar Khedu Sarvangi Vikas Yojana, a 13,000 crore rupee scheme for holistic development of coastal areas, Van Bandhu Kalyan Yojana, a 15,000 crore rupee program to transform the life of the tribal people, development of 41 backward talukas to create a level playing field for all sections of the society. Special provisions have been made to provide infrastructure facilities to 385 remote tribal villages, training to over 1 lakh BPL families on livelihood skills, income generating opportunities to over 1 lakh women through Sakhi Mandals, employment generation opportunities to over 2 lakh rural youth, and establishment of new primary and secondary schools in rural areas. Facts and figures convey the real picture. Numbers reveal a lot, but there are certain elements that go beyond numbers and facts and figures. Happy hearts, enlightened minds, empowered hands, heartwarming smiles. They too have a story to tell, a story that is all-encompassing, just like the state's 360-degree growth. And on May 1st, 2010, even as the people of Gujarat celebrated the Golden Jubilee year, they knew that the moment had arrived. Golden Jubilee is not only a time for celebration, but a time to take a pledge for the future development of the state, to define the roadmap of development over the next 50 years in the form of a unique 50-point program called Swarnim Sopans, and setting 50 Swarnim Siddhis, or golden goals to be achieved in the Golden Jubilee year. A moment to think big and to dream big, to think global and to act local, and to ensure that the 360-degree development takes a quantum jump in the next 50 years. Gujarat, a 360-degree development story.